everything we know after teen gunman opens fire in crowded Times Square. The 17-year-old opened fire after a dispute. A shooter opened fire in New York City, sparking fear on the streets of one of the world's most popular vacation destinations. New York City endured a terrifying moment in time as they heard a firearm discharge in a center. Videos of the moment circulated online, sparking conversations online about gun crime and the shooter's motives. What happened in Times Square? The incident occurred near the intersection of 44th Street and 7th Avenue, with New York Police Department (NYPD) confirming the shots were fired after a dispute broke out between two people. Videos show crowds of tourists fleeing from outside the Hard Rock Cafe on 7th Avenue, and soon after news broke that people had been struck by the bullets. Taken to Twitter, one user commented on the video, "3 people have been shot in the heart of Times Square. Bodies are on the ground. Bullet holes pierced car windows." The chaos unfolded near a major tourist area. One suspect is in custody. The witness claimed they were just literally 2 cars in front of the car that got shot up, adding that the SUV that was shot up had a 3-year-old kid in it. The city had just labelled Times Square a gun-free zone with signs posted to keep all guns out of the area just days prior to the shooting. In a video posted online, it shows the police descending on the scene as they quickly arrested the suspect and recovered a firearm. A police spokesperson told The Independent he has been taken into custody and a firearm was also recovered. He has not yet been charged. It comes just days after New York's police commissioner announced that the city had seen the fewest shooting incidents and victims this year, with 412 shooting incidents and 489 shooting victims occurring in the last 7 months. Well, clearly this guy heard that police commissioner's speech. I was like, yeah, fuck that, that's going to change. And then decided to go fucking John Wick on New York City, apparently. Footage online showed one person on a stretcher being wheeled into an ambulance, while policemen moved people away from the scene. What we know about the suspect. Police told the outlet they were questioning one person who is being held in custody. However, no charges have been handed to him. The shooting occurred during a verbal dispute between the shooter and one of the victims, as per the police. The perpetrator was engaged in a verbal dispute prior to the shooting with one of the victims, said the statement. The shooting took place at around 1:20 a.m., NYPD spokesperson said. Injuries and victims. As a result of the shooting, 3 people were injured. One was an 18-year-old woman, and there were 2 men aged 19 and 65. The force reported a bullet grazed the woman's neck, and both the men sustained gunshot wounds to the legs. The 19-year-old was shot in the right foot, and the other was shot in the left leg, the spokesperson said to the outlet. All were taken to the hospital and in a stable condition. As always, I would love to get your guys' opinion, especially when it comes to subjects such as gun control, because I know that's a big topic over in America. Some people feel like there should be new rules put in place regarding gun control. Some people feel guns should be banned in general. Other people feel quite differently towards that opinion regarding whether or not guns should be banned from the country or new laws should be put in place. Now, I know the obvious answer would be to say, yes, guns should 100% be banned, or there should be new rules put in place. But then there's other kinds of pros and cons that comes with that opinion and that debate, if you want to call it a debate. One thing I do like about those who live in America, you guys have the right to defend yourselves. If someone breaks into your home, you have the right to defend yourselves. Whereas us in the UK, we sort of don't have that right in a sense, which I think is absolutely ridiculous because, you know, our safety is being put at risk with this person breaking into our house. But, you know, that's a discussion for another day, I suppose. So far, we know nothing yet as towards, well, maybe I don't anyway, maybe you guys do. So far, at least to my knowledge, there's no information that's been put out there yet in terms of the shooter what his motive was, why he did what he did, what was the dispute between him and this other person in New York City Times Square. But thankfully, once again, nobody was seriously hurt. There were some injuries, but thankfully, all the victims were in stable condition or are in stable condition. New York City has always been one of those places that I would love to visit if I ever were to go to America. That's always been like my number one destination is New York City. Something about it, it just makes you want to see it for myself in person, if that makes sense. Like, I've seen it on TV, I've seen pictures of it, I've seen videos online about it, and all that kind of stuff. But experiencing it for at least once in your life, that seems something that you would want to... That seems like a destination that's really worth exploring. Above all destinations in the world, sort of thing. That's the number one destination that's definitely worth exploring if you ever were to get the opportunity to. Instead of me rambling on, I will just say, if there's any more news I can find regarding this incident and more details about this incident, and more specifically the person behind the whole incident, I will definitely do another video on it, and you guys can share your feelings on that video as always, as well as this video. Until next time, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, have a good rest of your day, I'll catch you guys soon. Bye bye for now.